Hey, YouTube modeling community, Dave Heights down here at the Rat's Nest. Hey, just doing a quick check-in. Had an opportunity today to get some stuff done. Been working on that. Um, had a few issues back a few weeks ago. Started off, I was sick for almost 2 full weeks. Um, did get to go to a model car show. Didn't participate because I was sick the 2 weeks before and just honestly didn't feel like doing anything. So, and truth be known, I went back and watched my last video. I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember half the stuff I talked about in there. I think my main thing was just I was feeling bad. I mean, I was feeling ugh. And the good news about Jeremy, just it hit me at the right time. It made me feel decent, And I got a little emotional, but hey, he's a good guy. I'm glad everything worked out for Jeremy. We're actually going to be having our next club meeting at Jeremy's house. Everything went fine. He got pretty much healed up. Incredible amount of time. He's home. He's been home pushing 2 weeks, I think, already. So he's recovering well. Very happy to hear that everything worked out great for Jeremy. So all you guys that showed support, appreciate that. Like I said, we sick for 2 weeks. Things got behind 2 weeks in my life. Catching up on that, it just, wow, a lot of things to do. Had to take care of things in life first before down here, but then this kind of turned into part of this situation. Back a while back, we had a little bit of heavy rains in this area, and I was hoping it was a sound investment, but it's something that can be fixed. I've already checked; it can be fixed. Had some small leaks around but it was raining heavy. It did. But like I said, we went through and sealed up a lot of them. We chased one where he came over, a buddy of mine came over and he looked. He said, well, that's where it's coming out. Psh, spray that, put some coat over it, go to the next one. Psh. But you know how water is, wherever you push it, it's going to find another way to go. So he was basically strategically setting a plan to cut it off at the pass. Went down the far end, just started all the way back before it got to there. And when we found where it was going to be the worst, he was basically sealing it up before the water got there, so it had no place to go. So we got it contained in that area a little bit. By then, the rest of the floor had already been wet. We'd cleaned that up, so getting some more rain in, it was a good opportunity to figure out exactly where it was, coming in the worst. But we think we've got a Band-Aid on it right now. But I'm kind of cleaning up the aftermath of what we had. Fortunately, no kits were damaged. I did have some cardboard boxes of kits sitting on the floor, but we discovered it in time. The boxes were so thick and absorbent on the bottom that it didn't let it penetrate up into the kits. Now, yeah, they was in a damp atmosphere, but we remedied that. Well, had a friend of mine let me borrow one of his wet vacs. Got that cleaned up, mopped everything, bleach, even bought some of that mold control. Hit a lot of spots, and we cleaned this up, but things got so hectic. I've got a mess down here now. I've got another part of another collection I had down here now. My HO scale model trains. A friend of mine was storing them for me. Unfortunately, he has to get rid of the 48-foot container he's got out next to his shop. City doesn't like it there, so he's got to get rid of it. So I had to bring it all home. Well, what was stored there, it's all home. I still got more in storage. But went over there, and I've got a lot of a lot of trains to sort through. It's a mess in the nest. But my wife's helped me out. She's letting me use her laundry table for what she folds clothes on. She's letting me use that to store kits on. Appreciate that. No, just it was a mess. I'm in the process of cleaning it up. So I was gonna take everybody on tour, but I'm every time I look at it, I get disgusted. I give you one little shot so you can get just a general idea of what we're looking at fixing here. That stuff's okay. This stuff here behind it, this all was in boxes similar to the one up here on the floor. That box there, it's a really thick box. And fortunately, no water penetrated the inner part of it. And the kits that were actually on the bottom, I mean, they weren't... I wasn't going to cry over them if the box got wet. No big deal. I mean, they were just common Joe stuff. But I had some others in boxes, and just to preventive maintenance, all these were in them boxes, and I just went ahead and unboxed them. Got them on somewhat of a makeshift shelf. At least they're up off the floor. They're in a good atmosphere right here. Like I said, it was just a freak thing with the water. We had so much rain. Come to find out, it's got something to do with our irrigation system as far as where it comes down out of the gutters. Something's not doing what it's supposed to. But we're working on that. But like I said, it's a mess back there. That's what we're in the process of sorting. Like I say, 90% of that back there is a model car. The rest of it, some trains. Like I said, I've had to bring my trains back home. Some of my HO stuff. Got a little bit of everything. Model railroad. I just used to love the hobby, and then ended up back in model cars. Just got a lot of stuff. I got to go through. Like I said, we've been gradually getting stuff cleaned up down here. Like I said, I've bleached it. I've mopped it. Everything's fine. No odor. None of that damp smell. It's not bad now. Like I said, he's going to come over and help me figure it out. But anywho, that's what we're looking at here at the nest, right at the rat's nest right now. Fixed it. It must be wearing off. No, but anyway, I just wanted to get out there and say hey to everybody. Appreciate everybody's subscriptions, coming, watching them when you do. No, like I said, we're just working on this project for this fella, Jedediah Scott, doing a replica. Steve Shelton and myself, we're doing a collaboration on it for replicating his car. He's the one that, if none of you's ever seen his videos on YouTube, check out Jedediah Scott. You will see the inspiration for this one. The 1970 Dodge Charger Jezebel. I'm in the process of getting the main base down. A lot of that, once I get pretty much all the main base down, then I'm going to go over and start doing the variation in colors. Some of it's going to be a little darker than other, because then that's when I'm going to seal it, because once I put it on there, I'm just going to give it a light rub down, kind of smooth that very, very light gritty feel. Put it down so it gives it kind of that patinaed look where, it looks cool. But now I'm helping Steve replicate the car. We got a little bit of a body thing we're going to fix right there. We're going to take that We're going to take that light bezel out of there. The actual car doesn't have that. We're going to have to change out the 70 tail panel for a, I believe it's a 68. Yeah, 68 tail panel, which I think is pretty cool looking. Like I say, getting the weathering. Working on, I've got some decal work that we're going to do on this. The actual car, if you go check out his video, you'll see what I'm talking about. On the quarter panel here, a big Jezebel on both sides. And before I go any further with any more weathering on this, I'm just going to hold off, get the decals on, and then follow up with my weathering. I don't want to make it too dirty to where the decal don't stick or it's got lumps in it. Don't want that. So we're holding off on production on that. We should be getting decals here shortly, which we're looking forward to. But again, replica we're doing of Jedediah Scott's 70 Dodge Charger, the Jezebel. All right. Well, like I said, you know, had that water that kind of put us in a bind for a little bit, but we got it fixed. I'm getting to the point now where I'm getting down here and getting things resituated because I had stuff moved everywhere. I'd get home from work. As soon as I got home from work, I was downstairs cleaning, throwing stuff away, boxes, cardboard boxes. That's the main thing. Get them out of here. But anyway, just want to check in with you folks. Hadn't been on for a while. Watched a few of your videos the other night. Again, I just got behind in life, guys. That being down for 2 weeks sick just that done old Dave in. So hadn't been that sick feeling a long time that I could remember. So, but anyway, we're back up. We're going. Hopefully, like I say, we get this mess cleaned up, get back to building, get out there and get them shared. So, all right, this old Dave down here at the Rat's Nest, we're going to call it an evening. Just like I said, want to get out there. Want to say hey to everybody. Thanks to all my subscribers. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming over and joining. I guess until next time when hopefully things are a little cleaner down here at the Rat's Nest. This is old Dave, and we'll talk at you later.